Sunday, February 8th. Ralph is gone, so me, Aidan, is doing the cameraman job today. We just got this 1955 wide gauge running, and we're taking it for its first test drive. Mr. Gary is in the driver's seat, and he's going to pick me up, and we'll go take a bomb around the field with this sucker. This one's got a floor shifter on it, no power steering. Looks like we might have a hole in the floor. That's alright. A little bit hard to see. These guys don't have windshield wiper. So you gotta have one guy sit on the roof with a dish rag if you can't see where you're going. Just gotta give it a couple wipes every now and then.
The temperature's good, but if you're in real deep snow pushing with a bumper, you shouldn't be in any more than second gear, and because if you put it in high gears, either clutch or something, or the motor's going to overheat. Because we still got 50 pounds of oil pressure, it's charging 13 amps. And we got 196 degree thermostat in, and that's what's that.
Notice we picked up a little bit of snow in the back, eh? Remember guys, running and driving was the goal with this. I think we've achieved that.
Look out there and see how it's lining up, or maybe just that.
Yeah.
I want to get to the forest where it's supposed to be, so you tell me this where it is.
Okay. Okay, straight back. Stop! There's no brakes in this thing either, guys, so really got to watch out.
It's settled about 185, and you leave it idle, it'll drop it.
Yep. What do you figure? Is this one ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
Perfect. Pretty good.
Going to the pump.
122.3
or 9.
Yeah.
This is coming out of the head.
168.
That's the block.
14. How's the oil pan? Say about 196 degree thermostat at too,
Hey,
right? 196 is the thermostat.
190.
I'm ready.
Tell him.
So we ended up putting real latches on this thing because before it had just dead bolts that would hang down there. We put something a little bit more substantial on. Hood access. Block this off. This was just packed full of insulation, like just pink fiberglass. Redid the wiring for their blower motor so they have 3 speeds to pick from. Clean that all out.
This keeps all the cold air out.
We had to cut and re-weld their ski arm for this side because it was tilted like this when I come in here. All new bearings, races, and seals on their bogey wheels. Brand new solid plastic back tires so they don't get a flat in the back, because if you do, you have to take the whole track off. All of them are labeled because they have different size axles in there, so they can't fuck up which bearings to use. New latches on the doors. Manual choke. We have brand new 1-wire alternator on there. 100 amp. Oops. And a brand new HEI distributor. These guys should have no trouble. Fan switch here. Keep that off when you're first starting it up. Let it warm up. And then fan off, fan on. We put a splash guard behind the gas cap, so when they're filling up, they have a pretty oversized hole here. You don't want to be spilling gas into the engine bay. We put a couple pieces of tin in because they have this big opening here behind the rad.
Okay, this is my job, because no matter who I hire or helps me is not strong on cleanup. They're good on mess. And you want to get an example, just turn that way and look. And look at how the plywood and stuff file.
Yeah, every once in a while, when you get caught up in working, you end up with shit all over the place, and then you're looking for, where the fuck did I put that wrench down?
Tools scattered all over.
You spend another 45 minutes looking for something. So we got that one out of here. We're going to spend probably a couple hours doing a deep clean on the shop to get ready for the next one.
What a change from pulling it off dead to the trailer the way it is now.
No kidding. And on a shoestring budget,
Yeah.
I think those guys should be pretty happy. And as always, dogs are happy. Hey Charlie. Nina's outside the little dog house. Emily's out on a jog. And D8 Cat is inside sleeping on his Edelbrock box. Everyone's doing good.